Tom Tebow on the point. John Cashman outside. 40 laps the distance. Green flag in the air. Scotty Fraser looks him over, lets him go. Woody's Auto strictly stocks underway. Cashman and Tebow rubbing just a little bit, coming to the start-finish line. Down the back straightaway, side by side. Cashman on the outside groove has the advantage. John Cashman in car number 78 up high. Tom Tebow fighting back down low in car number 3. Who's going to lead lap number 1? They're leaning on each other down the front straightaway. Cashman leads lap number 1. Cashman dives down in front of Tebow and takes advantage of the top spot. Car number 78. Tebow falls back into the second spot. Third, Justin Storace being pressured by the 29 of Max Dolliver. And then Jim Storace rounds up the top 5. Battle is for the third spot now. Justin Storace in the 22X has it. Mad Max Dolliver in the 29 wants it. Dolliver putting the pressure to Storace for that third spot. And then Jim Storace sits right behind Dolliver in car number 44. Austin Erickson now has his nose into the fight now. Down the back straightaway, Dolliver looks low on Justin Storace. Justin Storace opens the door just a little bit, and Mad Max Dolliver fills the hole in car number 29. Battle is for the third spot. Dolliver down low. Justin Storace up high, side by side for the third spot. Down the back straightaway, nosing in front is car number 29 of Max Dolliver. Up front, John Cashman is loving this battle going on behind him. He's starting to run away from Tom Tebow and the rest of the field. Caution flag on the speedway. Scott Wiggin around in car number 26, and he will bring out caution flag number 1 in car number 26. John Cashman, Tom Tebow, Scotty Fraser looks the field over. Green flag in the air, strictly stocks back and away. Tebow way up the racetrack, car number 3. Tebow gonna lose a bunch of spots now in car number 3. Dolliver is by, Jim Storace is by. Here comes Justin Storace in the 22X as well. Up front, John Cashman continues to lead in car number 78. Dolliver stalking him, and keep an eye on the 44. Kingston, New Hampshire driver Jim Storace. Jim Storace, the old man having fun. And Tom Tebow is way up the racetrack in car number 3 off the back straightaway. And he is headed to the rear in car number 3 in a hurry. Battle is for the second spot now. Jim Storace starting to put the pressure to Max Dolliver for spot number 2 as John Cashman's trying to run away in car number 78. Fourth is Justin Storace, and fifth is Austin Porkchop Erickson in car number 22. Joey Ventrilo down through the grass. A couple of outlaw drivers going at it deeper in the pack. The 42 of McRae and the 94 of Ventrilo made a little bit of contact. Now the battle is for the fourth spot. Austin Erickson down underneath Justin Storace for spot number 4. Keep an eye on the 22 of Austin Erickson now. He's down underneath the 22X of Storace, and he's moved up into the top 4 now. Storace falls back into 5th in car 22X. Up front, John Cashman trying to hold a steady pace, but the 2 behind him are a couple of hungry dogs trying to reel him in and pick up the big money in tonight's Fast 40 presented by MLM Diagnostics. Hard battling now for the 5th spot. 3-car battle for spot number 5. Justin Storace in the 22X, the 78D is Steve Dufanet, and the 1% of Michelle Fishmansky battling it out for the top 5 spots. Now Steve Dufanet gets underneath Justin Storace. Storace slams the door shut as they go down the back straightaway. Fishmansky still right there in the 1%. Top 4 stringing out just a little bit now as we are on lap number 13 now at the line. Now Steve Dufanet dives to the bottom side on Justin Storace. He'll take over spot number 5. Raymond, New Hampshire driver to Steve Dufanet in car number 78D, the 2015 champion in the Woody's Auto Strictly Stock, has cracked the top 5, and it looks like he might bring Michelle Fishmansky with him. Fishmansky looks slow on Storace, was unable to get the run she needed down through turns 1 and 2, and she settles back into spot number 7. Up front, John Cashman in car number 78 continues to lead. Cashman continues to lead. Dolliver second in car 29. The battle for third now. Here comes Austin Erickson in car number 22. Erickson in car number 22 working on the back bumper of Jim Storace now, trying to crack a podium spot. Erickson now looks underneath Jim Storace for spot number 3. Storace holds him at bay for the moment. 18 down at the line, and the battle is for the third spot. Storace in the 44 holding Erickson off for the moment. Erickson's looking for an opening down low, and he might have just found it in car number 22 as they go down the back straightaway. Once again, Jim Storace able to muscle back in front of that 22. Storace trying to keep that 44 glued to the bottom, but he's going up the racetrack down the front stretch. Now Michelle Fish-Pansky and Justin Storace in a heated battle further back in the pack. They make a little bit of contact halfway home this time by for your leader Danvers, Massachusetts driver John Cashman. Pork chop Austin Erickson and Jim Storace now starting to get a little bit physical for that third spot. Storace slamming the door shut on Erickson, and Erickson's been pretty G-rated thus far, but Erickson's starting to run out of patience in car number 22. Erickson knows he needs to get a move on in car number 22. Once again, dives to the bottom side, might have the advantage down the backstretch. Erickson doesn't allow Jim Storace to shut the door on him that time, keeps his fender in it, and they're side by side for spot number 3. Jim Storace is hanging tough in car number 44 on the outside groove. Now Austin Erickson into him down the back straightaway once again. Caution flag on the field. Joey Ventrilo in car number 94 is around. Ventrilo brings out caution number 2 in the MLM Diagnostics Fast 40, and that is not the caution flag that John Cashman wanted to see in car number 78, as Max Dolliver will get another shot at him. What a heated battle for the third spot between Jim Storace in the 44 and Austin Erickson in the 22. We're playing nice for a few laps, and then a little bit of physicality showed through. We'll see what happens when we go back to racing. 22 laps down, 18 remain for your leader, John Cashman. All right. Green flag back in the air. Strictly Stocks back underway. Dolliver and Cashman even down in the turns 1 and 2. Now John Cashman gains the advantage down the back straightaway. Jim Storace going to go to work on the 29 of Dolliver now. Storace throws it real hard to turn 3 and 4. Moves Dolliver up the racetrack and takes over the second spot. He's going to bring Austin Erickson with him in car number 22. Dolliver going to try the outside groove. Justin Storace smoking now 3 wide down the back straightaway. Justin Storace in car 22X showing some smoke. And it does not look good for car number 22X. The black flag will be shown to Justin Storace in car 22X, and he will have to head pit side. Tough break for Justin Storace, but he will adhere to the black flag in car 22X. Back to the front now. The 78 John Cashman continues leading up. Jim Storace is up into the second spot, and Austin Erickson is up to third. Here comes Steve Dufanet. Steven Dufanet, car 78D, is in the spot number 4 now. What a drive he's had after that heat race incident where he almost ended up on his roof in car number 78D. Now he's working on the rear bumper of Austin Erickson to try to crack a podium finish. John Cashman is a man on a mission tonight in car number 78. Will he hang on in the final closing stages of this Woody's Auto Strictly Stock MLM Diagnostics Fast 40 here tonight? Best battle on the racetrack is for the second on back. Jim Storace has it in the 44 in second. Austin Erickson is third. Fourth is Steve Dufanet and Max Dolliver round out your top 5, but they're all in a line under a blanket right now, vying for a podium finish here tonight. Now Austin Erickson sees some daylight underneath the 44 of Jim Storace. Storace once again out-muscles him down the back straightaway. And Austin Erickson falls back in line in the third spot. Keep an eye on that battle for second. It's going to start heating up once again here. This time by 10 fingers in the air from Chief Starter Scotty Fraser. 10 fingers in the air. 10 more trips around for your leader, John Cashman. Battle for third now. Steve Dufanet down underneath Austin Erickson. Erickson up the racetrack, and Steve Dufanet has the preferred line in car number 78 down the backstretch. Battle is for the third spot now. Steve Dufanet has cracked the podium position in car 78D at the line, had it by a bumper cover. Erickson trying to fight on the outside, but now he's going to have to deal with the 29 of Max Dolliver as they go head down the backstretch. Dolliver got shuffled back just a little bit in that last restart. And now he's down underneath Austin Erickson trying to take over the fourth spot. Erickson slides down in front of Dolliver. Dolliver played him nice there and let him get down in front of him. Right behind Dolliver, they're battling Michelle Fishpansky in the 42 of the Rawk McRae. Battling for a top 5 position. Michelle's having a good run in the 1%. Sitting right now in spot number 6. Getting worked on by the 42 of Rawk McRae. 34 down at the line for your leader, John Cashman. It's been all John Cashman here tonight. Your defending champions had a tough year thus far. Now Tom Tebow in the 3 car limping up top of turn 1. Car number 3, we'll see if he can make it pit side or not. Car number 3. 5 to go at the line that time by for Cashman. Austin Erickson going back to work on the 78D of Dufanet. Trying to get back into a podium spot. Doesn't look like Tebow is rolling too fast in car number 3. We'll see if he can make it down pit road or not. And it looks like he will have the momentum to get down pit road, and we're going to stay green. And Tebow will limp down pit road. Tough break for early front runner Tom Tebow in car number 3. Keep an eye on that battle for third now. Eating up. Steve Dufanet took it away from Austin Erickson. Erickson wants it back now in car number 22. Up front, wind sticks in the air. John Cashman in car number 78 gets the good to go signal from Chief Starter Scotty Fraser. Erickson working the back bumper on Steve Dufanet now in the closing stages of this one. White flag is in the air. Final trip around now for John Cashman out of Danvers, Massachusetts. He can cruise to victory in this one, but the battle's going to be for the final podium spot. Dufanet in the 78D and Erickson in the 22 getting a little bit physical. Checkered flag in the air. Your MLM Diagnostics Fast 40 winner tonight going to be Danvers, Massachusetts driver John Cashman, your winner tonight. Second will go to Jim Storace. Third at the line to Steve Dufanet. Fourth to Austin Erickson. And fifth to the 29 of Max Dolliver. All right, down here pulling the 78 into victory lane. What a drive for this guy tonight. That car was hooked up. Getting his congratulations from Crew Chief Chris Ogovich down here. Long time coming for your defending champion. He's climbing out of the car. Your MLM Diagnostics Fast 40 winner tonight, John Cashman in car 78. Well, John, no mistake about it tonight. This 78 was hooked up. You finally nailed the setup, and you led them all, and you nailed down a big money win tonight. Tell us how you feel.
Feel great. My main sponsor here to watch, Maddie's Car Wash. I thank Chris, Rob Diomita, all the kids that go with it. I'm just ecstatic.
All right, a big win for your defending champion. He's back in victory lane here tonight. Car number 78, Danvers, Massachusetts driver Johnny Cash, John Cashman. And coming home in the second spot tonight, a hard drive for this guy who's back in fourth. Car number 44, Kingston, New Hampshire driver Jim Storace. Well, Jim, you had a couple heated battles there. You and Austin were going at it. Good hard racing. You were using the bumpers, but no wrecking, and you come home with another solid top 3 tonight.
Just try to drive hard and like everybody else, just trying to get to the next spot. Hopefully I didn't hurt nobody. Car was a little tight, but Cashman's car was class act tonight. We fought a distributor broken in earlier, tires. I'm taking second. It was awesome. I want to thank my crew, Kelly, JR, Joyce, Luann, Woody, Brooke, Axon Jackson, I got Javen, I got Jackman, all this, everybody. I just want to say thank you. It's awesome.
All right, second spot tonight, Kingston, New Hampshire driver Jimmy Storace. And what a drive for the 2015 champion of the Woody's Auto Strictly Stocks. Big round of applause. This team worked hard tonight and got him a solid top 3. Car number 78D, Raymond Stephen Dufanet. Well, Steve, from almost ending up on your roof in that heat race, I know the team must have put in some work and you had the car going pretty good there. You came from the rear and you get third tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. That was an angle of the front stretch I wasn't too partial to seeing today. But actually, it wasn't that bad. Just towed out about half an inch. So, I mean, we didn't hurt anything major, luckily. But, man, this is like a win. You know, coming from that, starting dead last. And I wish I had one more restart just to give it a try. But I got to thank my father, my uncle, my cousin Jeff, Russ, everybody that works on the car, Tanzella Roofing, Sigmund's Metalworks, Auto Value. They're huge for us. And everybody that gets it done for us.
All right, third spot tonight, Raymond, New Hampshire driver, car number 78D, Stephen Dufanet.